Trump earned $26 million in one night. At first, Trump became Tyson's advisor. This is how the strong friendship between Trump and White began. He decided to create his own promotion. Affliction. Perhaps this is why Trump is respected by many in the world of martial arts. Donald Trump is not just a businessman and politician. Hello friends, in today's video we will talk about how the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, left a deep mark on the world of martial arts and how his love for sports helped raise both boxing and MMA to a new level. It would seem that a president and a fighting ring are incompatible things, but with Donald Trump, everything is completely different. Make yourself comfortable, we are getting started. Don't forget to look at the description under the video. I've made a selection of other cool videos about boxing and UFC for you here. Please be sure to go and watch, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. It all started back in the 80s when Donald decided to turn Atlantic City into new Las Vegas. He built casinos and hotels there and believed that fighting events would help attract people. For this, he spared neither time nor money. One of the main heroes at these events was Mike Tyson, who at that time was shining in the ring and demolishing his opponents one after another. The famous fight between Tyson and Michael Spinks, for example, was organized by Trump. The Tyson-Spinks fight became one of the most bright events of that time. Trump earned $26 million in one night, and the whole world watched as Iron Mike dealt with his opponent in less than 2 minutes. But then the history of Tyson and Trump's cooperation began to be surrounded by scandals. At first, Trump became Tyson's advisor. It was a big deal. However, Mike ended up losing the first fight in his career, and Trump convinced him to stay with promoter Don King. They manipulated Tyson until the boxer himself realized that it was only ruining his career. After that, Trump and Tyson parted ways. After retiring from boxing, Trump did not forget his love for martial arts, although he was no longer involved in organizing fights. His last major fight where he acted as a sponsor was the fight between Holyfield and Foreman. As always, Trump left his mark. Literally a week before the fight, he rolled out new conditions, and their organizers were forced to agree. But when it seemed that Donald had finally left martial arts, the young president of the UFC, Dana White, came on the scene. At the dawn of its journey, the UFC was having a hard time staying afloat. Then it was Trump who came to the rescue, helping the league organize tournaments and offering venues to keep the UFC from sinking. This is how the strong friendship between Trump and White began, which continues to this day. But Trump did not stop there. He decided to create his own promotion. Affliction. True, this idea was not successful. Nevertheless, this did not stop Donald from remaining a loyal UFC fan. Today, he's a frequent guest at tournaments and actively supports American fighters such as Colby Covington. Many UFC fighters and fans appreciate Trump's support. Colby Covington, for example, has always been openly expressed his sympathy for him. Perhaps this is why Trump is respected by many in the world of martial arts. He is the one who remains loyal to the sport event after leaving boxing. Thus, Donald Trump is not just a businessman and politician. He is a man who truly loves martial arts and has done a lot to popularize them. He has invested millions in bright events and supported the UFC at its most difficult stages. Do you think his return will affect the sport? Write your opinion in the comments. Thank you. Stay safe, stay tuned. We are studying and how these F